what was Garnacho up to in that particular clip? Let me start off with you, Coach. Manchester United really labored in this game to get a result. It was against Luton Town. You'd have expected that in their newfound form, this would have been a pretty straightforward win.
Yes, especially if you look at the start they had. They started the game very fast. They were gifted a goal. And then out of nothing, Rasmus Haaland just the ball into the back of the net. And within the first 10 to 15 minutes, they were already 2 goals up. One would have thought that it was a proper way of building to a very comfortable afternoon. But it turned out not to be so. But you must give credit to Luton Town themselves, because we've seen Liverpool go there and draw. We've seen Man City go there, struggle. We've seen Spain.
They've actually been a thorn in the flesh of the big teams.
Yes, so on that scale,
there's something they are doing right.
Man United did what was important. Make sure you get a 3 maximum point at the end of the day. Although Luton in that second half were the dominant force, United created all the proper chances that were there to be taken. There was one that Bruno had to score, he couldn't score. Garnacho 1v1, Rasmus Haaland 1v1, Rashford. So on countless occasions, Man United needed to put the game to bed. But you see, when you are chasing top 4 and you have a team battling relegation, this is the sort of game you get. We are all, it means a lot.
The stakes are high for both of us.
So you wouldn't get it one way throughout. By all means, the other person will have to show a response. And for me, it was a beautiful game to watch, though. But Luton themselves have shown that. I think if they can win a bit more of their home games,
they can survive. I didn't think that Luton Town would find their feet before Burnley. Shocking for me.
I think they are better than Crystal Palace.
They definitely are from the context they've been giving the bigger teams. Just quick thoughts on that game, your takeaways before we move on.
Well, I thought Luton were brilliant, and we're very unfortunate not to get a couple more goals in that game. United seemed there for the taking, especially in that second half where Luton dominated the midfield, and it was strange to see the midfield of United being so outplayed by Luton. Ross Barkley had a fantastic game. The way he moved the ball, the way he turned on the ball, the way he distributed it was very fantastic. But if I were Erik ten Hag, I'd be worried that in that midfield, United didn't show any fight. There were several moments where players from Luton were just walking through the midfield unchallenged. There were moments where Rashford and Garnacho had players that they were supposed to be marking, and they let them go. And that should be very worrying to Erik ten Hag to see that even in the midst of this winning streak, you still have players who are not showing enough fight, enough passion. So when it comes to games where they do need to show passion, they do need to show some recovery, you're not going to get it from them. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. For Haaland, it's great to see him scoring goals. He had that ability in him. He just needed to get the finishing touch, and he seems to have found it now. 5 goals in 5 straight games. Well,
7 in 6.
7 in 6 straight games. Fantastic for a striker. Onana is having a really good last few games. Maybe you might talk about that.
Don't jinx it for him.
No, he'll come good. Look, he's that experienced. Ajax, Inter Milan. When you come to the EPL, take it or leave it. We've seen all the very good goalkeepers.
Alisson, De Gea,
Peter Cech, who came in and was a revelation.
Most people needed a settling down period
before they settled down.
Onana, coach says you will settle down. We'll take his word for it.